What's up guys, it's CK Slice here. Today we're going to be reviewing a new game called Pixark. Now for you guys who don't know what Pixark is basically a game that's a mix between Minecraft, Ark, and Dark and Light. The game's being developed by Snail Studios, the same studio that made Dark and Light, and partially owned Wildcard Studios, which is the studio that made Ark Survival Evolved. I'm actually genuinely excited about this game because I genuinely enjoy Ark Survival Evolved and Dark and Light. So to have this game be developed where both of the games I enjoyed playing mashed into one, it's going to be a very fun experience to play. So before we get started into the in-depth breakdown, we're going to play the trailer so you guys can watch, and then we'll go back and find things that you probably missed. So let's get started. Now right here we could see your survivor. I'm guessing this is how you this is gonna replace the parachute. If you ever played Ark Survival Evolved, you have parachutes. I guess in this game you're gonna have balloons. So, and right there in the back, you could see the red obelisk in the back. Now right here, this is the Griffin. I'm not sure because some of the games that are gonna be in this in Pixark is Ark Survival Evolved and also Dark and Light, which both games did have griffins, but I'm not sure which griffin from which game this is going to be in, because Dark and Light's griffin was a little bit different than Ark. You could also see in the background there's a little bit of like, it looks crystal, and then some of the blocks at the bottom here, it looks like different resources as well. Alright, here you could notice that the Bronto and the Parachute are coming back from Ark. The trees, one of my friends Mexis, so you guys should check him out. He did mention the trees in this environment. They don't look like any trees I've seen in Ark Survival Evolved. So they're probably going to be trees that are like in Dark and Light. And then as well as back there in the far right, you can see, which I believe is a beacon. Now right here we can see a little bit of underwater. Now right here to the left of the survivor, it looks like the dolphin from Ark. I believe they were called the Ichthyosaurs. Don't quote me on that, I don't remember the name quite. But on the right you could see a manta ray. Again, I don't see any resources, it just looks like seaweed and underwater terrain. Now right here we can see a little bit of the building mechanics. Since they are mashing this with Ark, I would presume that the building mechanics would be something similar to Ark. The aesthetic designs, I'm not sure which tier this would be. I would guess maybe kind of reminds me of like Adobe from Ark, but I'm not sure. I know the windows and doors are very different than Ark, so I'm not really sure what type of tier this building structure is. So. Now, since this is being matched with Dark and Light as well, you can see the survivor holding a staff. So it's going to be quite interesting to see the type of meta people are going to choose, whether they're going to be using like guns and snipers or use a staff. It also looks like the survivor in the back is also using a staff. So since the one in the front has blue and the one in the back has red, for me it it tells me that they're bringing different spells. Like Dark and Light, there was like lightning, ice, and many others. Now right here, I noticed a lot of people who made breakdown videos about this. They didn't really know what this creature was, and if you played Dark and Light before, this creature is known as the Ice Imp, which they're very strong. In Dark and Light, they're very, very strong. So I'm not sure in Pixark if they're gonna make them tameable, or if they're gonna make them kind of like mini mobs or bosses in Pixark. This right here kind of reminds me of the Gigantic Pegasus, or the Mega Pegasus, the gorilla boss in Ark. But it kind of looks different. It's like arms. It's got like this like fur, like elongated like spikes, I guess, on its side, on its arms, as well as it's like a little beard. So this might be, it looks like an ice cave. So I'm guessing this is like a boss arena. And you can see how they're using staffs to shoot it. We got some raptors and a trike right there. Also on the far left, you can see, which looks like the blue obelisk, as well as you can see kind of small silhouettes of supply drops in the background. Right here we have a stego. And if you notice, right next to the stego, you can see a spider. Now again, Dark and Light and Ark both had their variations of their own style of spider. So again, I'm not sure which one they're going to be implementing in the game, like if it's going to be one or the other or both. But we can see some of the guns they're using are crossbows and pikes. Now this is one thing that stood out to me the most in this trailer, was this right here. It kind of reminds me almost like a hub world or social space in a way, because if you look to the right here, you can see, which looks like a Rex or a Carno and a turtle. And then again on the left, you can see, which looks like a Megalodon and a Manta. Also, each of these are different biomes, like little mini island biomes. So I'm curious to know which what this place really is. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Right here we have the Pegasus. Now the Pegasus was one of the creatures from Dark and Light where you can tame. It was very, I'm not gonna really get into the steps on how to tame it, but it was one of those creatures that was very, very hard to tame, similar to like the Giga in Ark. Again, also you could see the two obelisks in the background. You can see the green obelisk as well as the red obelisk in the back. Now right here, kind of to me it seems like these are zombies, like mobs, kind of similar to Minecraft, how there's like zombies. So it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of, since it is similar to a Minecraft style game, even though to me I believe this game's gonna be its own unique thing, even though it's similar in aesthetics. It's gonna be interesting to see what kind of mobs are gonna be in the game. Right here we can see we have the Quetzal and the Pteranodon on the far left from Ark Survive Evolve. So it's cool to see those creatures make it in this game. They're really good creatures to use in the game, in Ark. Now right here, there's a lot going on right here. Okay, the creature in the middle is a Cyclops. Those were a creature in Dark and Light that you can able to tame. Now the very, very top, I know a lot of people confuse this to be an Argentavis, but I believe this creature is the Phoenix, and the reason I believe that is, I'm gonna show it probably on the right hand side of the screen. But there was a event where people were able to play this game, and there in the wallpaper in the back you can see a creature that looks very similar to this. And if you look closely, it kind of looks like the Phoenix, because at the tips of the wings it's like an orangey red, which to me seemed like flames. So it's pretty cool that you know, if that's the Phoenix, that'd be pretty cool to have in this game. Also on the left, that to me looks like a Carno. It might not be a Carno because the horn seems almost in the middle rather than like the sides, but we'll see once we get more news about this game. And the creature below the Cyclops, I believe it was called a Panther. It's another creature in Dark and Light where you can tame, so it's gonna be interesting to see how how they balance the creatures from Dark and Light and Arc, because you know Arc has the saber tooth, so it would be interesting to see who's stronger, a panther or a saber tooth. Alright, here we see the Minotaur about to get wrecked by this guy using a rocket launcher. But it's interesting to see how it's in the open, so I'm not sure if this is a creature that's tameable, or again if it's kind of like a mini boss in the world, similar to like alphas. Now right here we kind of see which looks like a village or a little town. We can see different people with different costumes and armor. I know that there is going to be character customizations. I'm not sure if they're going to be similar to skins like in Minecraft that you can apply to your armor. But also if you look to the right, you can see a goblin with like the loot and stuff. So I'm not sure if it's going to be something similar to like Minecraft, where if you go up to a villager, you're able to like purchase items and do trades. So it's going to be interesting to see the further this game gets developed and the more news that we get along the way. Now here we can see, now the building in the back is Manor. It was one of the top tiers of building structures you can get in Dark and Light. Now this is, since Ark Survival Evolved is involved as well, it's gonna be interesting to see bases building their base out of metal, and then other bases out of like castle, or maybe a hybrid of the two. I wonder how they're going to balance the structure tiers between both games. Now if we look to the top, we see these dragons. Now they kind of remind me of the Ender Dragon from Minecraft, but I have no idea which game this is from, like Ark or Dark and Light. I know Ark had wyverns and the dragon boss, and also Dark and Light they have various dragons as well. But yeah, I'm not really sure. This might be kind of like its own dragon for just specifically for this game. But I don't know. We won't know for sure until, you know, Snail Games confirms if this is a new creature or a creature from Dark and Light Arc. And that's it for my trailer breakdown. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see more updates and news about Pixark, like, comment, and share, and subscribe to this channel. And when this game comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing it. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye-bye.